everyone, so the other day I went to the Warner Brothers Studios to go on the Harry Potter studio tour, and it was one of the best things I have ever done in my life. And warning, this contains spoilers. You can click off the video anytime you don't want spoilers. Okay, right, so anyway, we started off by going into this like grey room, and it had 4 panels on that side and 4 panels on that side, and as soon as everyone was in the room and the doors were closed, the tour guide kind of went, okay, so we're just going to watch a short clip, and he just talked to everyone. He's like, is anyone dressed up? And I was like, well, I am, but I'm not going to say anything because that's embarrassing. And at the end of the day, I was glad I went dressed as a Slytherin, but it was kind of embarrassing because not a lot of people were. And then he said, so, who's travelled the furthest? And this woman put her hand up and she was like, oh, I'm from Kansas. And this the guy went, I'm from Texas. And they were both like, they flew here to England just to see this tour, and so I hope they enjoyed it, because otherwise that would have been kind of a waste of money and time. Okay, so as soon as everyone was in, the 4 panels started playing their different it was kind of like a promo, and it said Harry Potter started off as an idea inside a woman's head, and now it's a world series of books that everyone knows, and all the books were flashing up on the screen like in Puerto Rican and Spanish and Italian and American. That was that, and they just basically showed how Harry Potter had risen over the years, and there was probably about 100, maybe more chairs like for everyone to sit on, and all of the chairs were full by the time that we finished sitting there and doing stuff. So they showed this clip of Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson and Rupert Grint exploring their series like as they were going, and I was like almost crying. It was so sad, and they were saying how it's been 10 years of their life spent there, so we should enjoy it as much as they did. Talking in front of the Hogwarts doors, like to go into the Great Hall, and Harry says, oh wait a minute, after Ron and Hermione gone in, and I can't even remember what he said now because it was just amazing, and the screen went up revealing the Hogwarts doors behind, so they were talking in front of the doors, and then the screen went off and the doors were there, so that was good. When you look at the hall in the film, it looks quite big. The actual hall isn't as big as I thought it would be, so it was quite small, but it was brilliant. The emblems on the side, all the costumes, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor and Slytherin, and they had Neville's cardigan as well, which I was like, wow. And then they had all the teachers down the front, like dressed, well, the mannequins were dressed in their costume, and all the costumes in there were their real costumes from the actual movies, so that was always a good thing to say. That was good. That was a good thing to see. They hid these golden snitches, and there were either 10 or 15 of them around the whole thing, the whole set. We found one, which was the one they actually pointed out to us. It doesn't get better than that. I was so busy focusing on all the stuff that I didn't actually look for the golden snitches, and I didn't realise till the end that I hadn't been looking for the golden snitches. There was this big room, and they had all the sets from, well, most of the sets from the movies, and they had the potions classroom, and they had the big clock tower with the pendulum, and yeah, basically all that sort of stuff. And I'll see if I can put some photos in here. Hi guys, I've just finished editing the video, and I've noticed that the pictures I was going to put in actually take up a lot of time in addition to the duration of the video. So actually I'm going to make a separate slideshow with photos in addition to the ones that are in this. So yeah, enjoy that too. See you guys. And in the sets room, there was also another room you could go through, and you could go and you could sit on the broomstick in front of a green screen, and they would put a background behind it so it looked like you were really flying on a broom. No, we didn't do that because there was a massive queue. Literally, this room inside was massive and the green screen was only a little bit of it, and the queue was coming out of the room, so we didn't do that, and we just went straight on to the next room, which was an outside bit. So first things first, outside in this room you could queue up to get snacks and butterbeer, and the butterbeer was really nice. I was expecting it to be warm. It wasn't, it was cold. And there was the night bus, and Privet Drive was there also. And going a bit down from there was the Potter Cottage, and it had the smashed in ceiling as well, so it was brilliant. You couldn't go into it, but you could like go up to the gate and have a look. And all the chess pieces were lined up against the back wall, and that was fun to look at because, come on, they were lined up. Okay, and then we went through into the next bit, which was where all the prosthetics and stuff were. So all the goblins' masks and all the dead Harrys and stuff into the next room, and Aragog was suspended from the ceiling. Full size Aragog. So I wasn't worried because he was a spider, because I don't see why people have a fear of spiders. Arachnophobia. I don't get it. I don't see why spiders are scary. Anyway, what scared me was the fact that it was suspended from the ceiling by a couple of ropes, and I was just like, what if it falls down on us? And then my sister, who does kind of have arachnophobia, she was like, oh my gosh, what if a giant spider falls on top of us? So my sister doesn't even talk like that. Then we went, and there were all the white card models and all the concept art in the next room, and some of that art was absolutely fantastic. I wanted to take all of it home. If I could, I would decorate my future house with all that concept art, and honestly, the majority of it was wonderful. And my dad actually brought up a point: what if someone had spent ages on a piece of concept art and then they hadn't ended up using it? And the quality of this art was brilliant. I wouldn't know what to do if someone had gone up and said about how really awesome this concept art is and then not used it. So imagine the hard effort and the hard work. No, I'm not even going to go there. We went to see this full-scale Hogwarts, and this is the Hogwarts they use to go and swoop in and out so they can take videos and stuff. And yeah, that was really small in comparison to how big Hogwarts is, hence scale model. Yeah, no, I'm sitting on my feet and it really hurts, I'm going to have to finish this soon. And then we went into this room, and it was quite a small room, and it was packed with wand boxes, and there were 4,000 wand boxes there, and each of them had someone's name on it, and all the names on it were from either prop directors, or J.K. Rowling was on there, or the actors, just anyone who'd worked on the film. So that was really sweet. And then it was the gift shop, and I can't actually show you what I got, so I'll probably tell you when I'm wearing it. I got a top, and it is a Gryffindor top, but all the Slytherin tops were a bit not very cool, I guess. And it has Hogwarts, house cut, Gryffindor, and then that's the Gryffindor emblem, by the way, and then Gryffindor versus Slytherin underneath it. And it's a lovely grey material, and it's quite heavy, so it's a good t-shirt. I got a leather-bound notebook, and it had the Hogwarts crest on the front, and then we went home. So that was my fabulous tour adventure, and I've been talking for 14 minutes, so I will be cutting that down, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye! Yeah.